The East African Cabinet Secretary, this is Adan Mohamed, has dismissed provincial commissioners from Tanzania who purported to stop cargo movement from Kenya into Tanzania as retaliation to Kenya's move to close its borders. Terming this statement as a mere talk, CS Mohamed said this while appearing before a parliamentary committee. And we're now joined by Vincent Odor, who actually was at that particular meeting today. Vincent, if you can hear me, good afternoon. You can actually just give us an update of what you had. What were you learning?
Absolutely, I'm just from the virtual meeting a few minutes ago, and what really happened is that the East African Cabinet Secretary Adan Mohamed was appearing before the Senate Committee on National Cohesion and Integration or Regional Issues, and basically members of Parliament wanted to know the status of cargo movements, especially when it comes to other regions surrounding Kenya in terms of Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda and Burundi. And the question whereby, the provincial commissioners from Tanzania had vowed, to stop cargo movement from Kenya into Tanzania in retaliation to what Kenya decided to do to close its borders with Somalia and Tanzania. Adan Mohamed has termed those statements as what I can use, and if I can use his words, as rubbish, saying that the provincial commissioners are just trying to speak tough so that they can be seen to be working, especially by their boss, who is the president of Tanzania. And according to CS Adan Mohamed, is saying that ever since right now, as we are speaking, cargo from Kenya is moving into Tanzania, and is saying that Kenya as a country has engaged in diplomatic channels to really try and sort the matter out, because he's arguing that especially when it comes to provincial commissioners from the region, he's saying that they got the Kenya's move or statement wrong, because they are saying as a country, Kenya has not stopped any cargo movement into Kenya. The only thing it has stopped is the movement of people, but cargo movement is still on based on the WHO or the MOH guidelines that were put across. And he's saying that they are going to engage with the president of Tanzania to basically clarify on what they meant when they decided to close its borders with Tanzania. And CS is arguing that when it comes to Kenya and Tanzania, and when you look at the movement of cargo between these two countries, it is in the favor and interest of Tanzania, because the CS is saying that when it comes to cargo moving from the Namanga side, from the Tanzania side into Kenya, there are 120 vehicles that always move from the Namanga side of Tanzania into Kenya, compared to Kenya, whereby there are only 20 vehicles that normally move into Tanzania per day. And therefore he's arguing that the issue to do with border movement, it is in their favor, the Tanzanians, and therefore this is a matter that they are going to really handle through the diplomatic channels. Another thing that came up during that virtual Senate meeting is that members wanted to know, because the provincial commissioners from Tanzania, our government officials from Tanzania were arguing that there are some truck drivers who tested negative as far as COVID-19 is concerned while in Tanzania, and when they cross the border into Kenya and they are tested, they turn out again to be positive, and they were questioning the authenticity and credibility of the tests that are being done in Kenya, arguing that maybe Kenya is using other unorthodox method to try and prevent their cargo movement into the country. And the CS said that that is basically a perception matter, and he is arguing that if the Tanzanians want to really to prove the kind of tests that are being done in Kenya, they can do the same, and they have no any restriction or hesitance on that. And they're saying that if Tanzanians feel that basically the tests that are being done in Kenya are not true, then they are open to the Tanzanian authorities to be able to do the same tests to verify what has been got in Kenya. And those are a number of things that really came up. And what we know right now, the CIA is saying that the cargo is still moving from Kenya and Tanzania, because they are saying there were a number of traffic jam or trucks piled up at the Namanga border. And he's saying that that is because of the test that is undergoing at that place, because he's arguing that most truck drivers from Tanzanian side at Namanga had not undergone any COVID-19 testing, and therefore the process of testing is what has caused the heavy traffic experience at the Namanga border between Kenya and Tanzania. That is it for now. I'm taking you back to studio.